'Cause it's so hard to say goodbye to insecurity. It's the last episode, y'all. This is my review for Insecure episode 10, titled Everything's Gonna Be Okay. I'm gonna equate it to getting a $100 gift card as a present. It's not exactly what you wanted, but it's a $100 gift card and you can do a lot with it, so you're satisfied. Also, this episode is 40 minutes, which means it's like an episode and a half. So I think they had a lot of time to wrap up any loose ends, but let's get into the episode, shall we? So we open up the episode after the events of the fight between Nathan and Lawrence. Like, he's dropping off Issa at her place. Issa wants him to come in so they can talk about it. And Nathan's like, I ain't got really nothing to talk about. And it looks like it's gonna be over between them. Like, over this one little instance that I think could be resolved with the right communication. But we know Nathan, and once he sees like an ounce of difficulty or any type of obstacle, he flees. So Nathan is telling Issa that he just needs to take a step back. Like, this is just too messy for him. It looks like Issa wants this to work, but Nathan looked like he done. Like, the done. And I'm fine with that because I don't think they would have worked anyway. This scene also kind of reminds me of a callback to the first episode where Issa broke up with Lawrence, like right in front of her place. I mean, a lot of y'all said that in this moment that Nathan chose himself. Fine, go with that. But I just think that it would have never worked between him and Issa anyway. And if I'm being really honest, I think they should have broke up at least 5 episodes ago. So Issa gets inside and then she gets a text from Lawrence and it says, I'm really sorry about tonight. That's not how I wanted things to go. Not sure if she answered him, but yeah, Lawrence, this was your fault. This was the wrong time and the wrong place to profess your love for her. You ain't Dwayne Wayne. So Issa then sits on her couch and just starts stewing in her feelings for a bit before she just knocks out. She gets a knock on the door and it's Molly coming over with some vodka and some food. Not sure if it was Wingstop like in the last episode, but Molly's a good friend, and she sees Issa is going through it. Molly assures Issa that she's gonna get over this and actually laugh about it one day. As Issa goes into the bathroom, we see she's greeted by her mirror self, taunting her yet again. I swear the person who has been giving Issa the most shit throughout all 5 of these seasons is her mirror self. Wow, they had Issa use you down bad. Wow. Kudos to the writers for adding that in. At this point, Issa's mirror self is going in on her, and I thought she was just gonna punch the mirror and break the glass, but it didn't happen. So then Issa leans in and says, I just wanna fast forward to the part of my life where everything is okay. Bitch, don't we all? Don't we all? Then we finally get the title card, and then we see LA. Oh, LA, that backdrop, I'm gonna miss it. It looks like time is going by pretty fast, and it looks like we're in for a time jump episode. So next scene, we're at Molly's place, and I'm not sure how much time has passed by, but it is her birthday. Issa's filling everybody's drinks. We see the whole gang is there. All the ladies, Torian's family, Molly's family, as well as some of their co-workers. We see Tiffany kept her promise from the Girls' Night episode, and she's there from Denver to celebrate Molly's birthday. Shortly after Tiffany arrives, we see Kelly introducing her to her new man. And, you know, her man is fine, her man is tall. Actually, like, I know of this guy in real life. He's from LA, and he has his own YouTube series called Giants. And yeah, he's a giant in real life. I think he's like 6'5" or 6'6". Cool people. And you know, I think he's representing for my community. And just as for the story, I'm glad we got a man for Kelly. It just sucks that this is the last episode because I would have loved to see Kelly booed up throughout the season. We also find out that Issa is not seeing anyone right now. She's single. She's not talking to Nathan or Lawrence. So Issa goes in to check on Molly. She's still getting ready. She don't know what she wants to wear. And, you know, we're talking about Issa's situation, and it looks like she's not feeling LA no more. And then when Molly hears that, her ears perk up like, girl, you still going through it? And Issa's like, yeah, like I'm still feeling a mess. And Molly tells her like, girl, sometimes I want to shake my friends too. Like, look how far you've come, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, I always tell my friends, don't let some man get you down. Like, you a bad bitch. And that's how I always tell my guy or girlfriends, you a bad bitch. Anywho, it looks like Molly is nervous because some of Torian's family is there. And she reminds us that, you know, when she meets a guy's family, it always don't turn out so well. Like, call back to Andrew and his family's microaggressions. I just love Issa and Molly's dynamic. They just big each other up all the time. It just reminds me of me and my friend. Like how we have the same fucking issues and we just try, girl, you gonna find somebody. 4 years later, we be like, girl, you gonna find somebody. So Molly finally gets dressed and we see everybody telling her happy birthday. We see everybody there, like her mom, Torian, the family, and she looks so happy. Oh, I love her and Torian together. We even see Kelly telling Issa, like, Molly looks so happy. You did a good job, girl. Which Issa just looks like a proud friend and like, yeah, girl, I know. I did that. So next scene or time jump later, we're with Issa and she's going to Crenshaw's warehouse. I'm guessing she's doing both now, or is she working for herself? Is she working for NBW? I don't know. But apparently she still has a working relationship with Crenshaw. So her assistant tells her there's this major problem that needs to be fixed. And then when she opens the door, it's a surprise party. And you know, fuck it up, is this your birthday, bitch? We getting all the good birthday songs this episode. Can I just say I've always wanted a surprise birthday party. Never has happened. I'm probably gonna have a boo for that because who else is gonna plan that for me? Every time I see Kelly, I mean, it is a fucking joy. I mean, Natasha Rothwell, I'm gonna miss you, and I hope you get your own show. I think she is, next year. She kind of announced something going on, but yes, Natasha Rothwell needs her own show. Now. So we chilling at the party. Where's Tiffany? I'm guessing she couldn't make this birthday, but the ladies are all scoping out the party for the fine men for Issa, because Issa's still single at this point. Molly and Kelly think she deserves some good birthday dick. I agree. I mean, we all deserve some good birthday sex. Okay, look at Issa being confident, just gonna walk straight up to the guy and talk to him. I mean, it is her birthday party. We also get a little hint in conversation between Molly and Kelly that Kelly should work at Molly's firm. Just a little plot nugget that we're thrown. So Issa comes back and she tells him in, you know, awkward black girl fashion that, yeah, I just spilled wine on him. But as she's talking to them, they have these blank stares and she sees that Nathan has come to the party. What the fuck is he doing here? They really made Nathan a season regular. Like he got more scenes than Tiffany. Just saying. And here we see Nathan doing what he does best. Disappearing and reappearing. Disappearing and reappearing. So I'm guessing he's gotten to a place where he's over that blow up that happened and he can be cordial with Issa now. We see that Issa was sending him tons of messages, no reply. So he ghosted her again and now he's back. And hopefully they don't get back together. So Issa asks him how he's been, and he said he's doing fine, and LA is finally feeling like home to him. So it looks like he's not moving to Houston anytime soon. As Nathan tries to apologize to Issa for maybe some hurtful things he told her back then, she says, you know, don't worry about it, I was hurt at the time. Maybe just some people come into your life for a reason. And she just hopes that he doesn't regret her coming into his life. I do feel like looking back at it that Issa's relationship with Nathan has shaped her and helped her grow. Like from any past relationship, you do learn from it, so it's nice that they're getting closure right now. Nathan then reassures Issa that he doesn't regret a thing that happened between them. And then they change the subject and they hug it out and it looks like they're not getting back together. Yes. So Issa gets back to the party. We see Molly talking to this handsome guy and she's warming him up for Issa and it looks like she might get that birthday dick after all. All right, here we go. Next scene or next time jump. The birthday song, Happy Birthday to You. I'm not sure who made that song. Let me know in the comments. It's the birthday song between Issa's surprise birthday and Tiffany's house. So we're at Tiffany's place. We see all the ladies are over. It's her birthday. She's walking them around the house. Beautiful house. And we see by the look on Tiffany's face that, you know, is everything okay? And they notice this and she says, I fucking hate it here. And I'm like, wait a minute, is that something what Tiffany would say? Because I just saw a glimpse of Amanda when she said that. I fucking hate it here. Maybe she channeled that in relation to being on the show, because you know she don't follow nobody on Instagram. Go check it out. But yeah, she says she doesn't like Denver. She misses LA. She's letting them know that she doesn't really know anybody there. She doesn't work. She's just like a housewife. Also, she's not fond of Derek's family. Her daughter's also in a preschool where she's the only black kid. I mean, damn, I wish we could have explored more of Tiffany's story this season. I feel like there's a lot there to discuss. Like, is she gonna run away again? Or are they gonna get a divorce? Like, what's gonna happen? But then we just see the other ladies telling her that, you know, things will get better. We also find out that Issa has a man. She's dating somebody that's not Lawrence, and fingers crossed that this works out. The Dubois house is nice. Like, oh my God. So next we see Molly and Issa inside, and they're chatting a little bit about Tiffany's situation, just wondering if everything's gonna be okay with her. And then as they're talking, Issa sees a picture of Lawrence and Derek and other fathers with all their kids. And we know that look. She's thinking about Lawrence now. That man is still in her subconscious, and I think at least a year has passed, and she's talking to somebody else right now. Molly then notices, and then she brings up to her, I wonder what would have happened if Nathan didn't interrupt you and Lawrence. Like, what would you have said to Lawrence in that moment? Issa says she doesn't know, and she said, oh, it's too late anyway. And then Molly just had to plant that seed in Issa's head. She says, girl, it's not too late if that's what you really want. I think at that point, I was like, they getting back together. Issa's like, what happened to me being inconsistent? And then Molly, I mean, she has grown so much. She says, coming from someone who used to overthink a lot, and y'all, that is an understatement for Molly. She says sometimes it's just not that hard, you know, if you really know what you want. So then we see Molly gets a phone call. We find out that Molly's mom has passed, and she breaks down in Issa's arms. And right after that, we just time jump into the next scene. And now we're with Lawrence, and it seems to be his birthday now. He's at home right now, and he's FaceTiming his parents. I mean, I wish we could have explored more of how Molly dealt with grief. Like Molly going to a funeral, that could have been a whole episode. I read that on Twitter and I was like, you know what? That could have been a great episode. But yeah, we're with Lawrence now. And as he's on FaceTime with his parents, he gets a call from Issa. It looks like Issa didn't expect for Lawrence to answer the phone. She just wanted to leave a message, but he does answer. And you know, after some awkward pleasantries, she says, you know, I've been thinking about us. And it looks like she's, you know, trying to open the door for Lawrence to come in. And she actually says, let me take you out for your birthday. And unfortunately, Lawrence says he has plans already. I mean, she did call him the night of his birthday. Why would he be free? But as soon as he tells her he has plans already, like he says, well, maybe we can do dinner. And she's like, oh yeah, that'll be fine. And you know how sometimes you try to plan with people some things that you know it's never gonna happen? This seemed like the instance. And before Lawrence can even say goodbye, Issa just hangs up. And here we go again, we're being teased. Will they or won't they get back together? And it looks like this just ain't the time. So then she calls Molly right afterward, and her mailbox is full, which we just assume that Molly is still grieving right now. She doesn't want to be around anybody. I'm guessing Issa is single again at this point if she's trying to talk to Lawrence right now. But we're back with Lawrence now, and as he answers the door, we see the reason why he couldn't get dinner with Issa, because he already booed up with some hussy, and then we hear Drake's ratchet happy birthday playing. So yep, it looks like it just wasn't the time for them. So next scene, we have another time jump, and now we're with Kelly, and it looks like it's her birthday. Issa's coming to the event with her new man, and this guy's very cute. He looks like a cross between Luke James and somebody else. I can't put my finger on it. Damn, this show knows how to cast some fine-ass men. Kelly looks great. She has a green muumuu on for some reason, which I'm sure will be explained. And then Tiffany, no, this wig they put her in, I don't like it. We see in this scene, though, that Molly is noticeably absent, and I'm guessing she's still grieving the loss of her mom, which is the reason why she couldn't make it. So then we see Kelly, she's still with her man, and she's making an announcement to the table. As Kelly's making her announcement, it looks like she's insinuating that she's pregnant. Wow, and Tiffany, I mean, again, we see her get out of character again. This is Amanda. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! That was funny. But yes, Tiffany is screaming, so Kelly is officially pregnant. Again, this is another episode, y'all. Like, Kelly being pregnant? Kelly, who, like, we saw 3 episodes ago say how much she don't like kids? Yeah, this could have been an episode, but unfortunately, it's the series finale. So Issa is like me, she's like, Kelly, I thought you didn't want kids. So then we get back to, oh, well, you know, when I died. Oh, Lord, here we go. But anyway, she says when she dies, she asks herself the question, does she want kids? And she says, well, I don't want any niggas' kids, but I want this nigga's kids. Oh, another spinoff that could happen. Kelly being a mom, having a family. I'd like to see it. We do notice Issa's expression, though, as Kelly and Tiffany are discussing babies. Is she concerned about, you know, if they're going to all have time for each other, or is she thinking about Lawrence? I don't know. But next scene, we have another time jump. This time we're with Issa, and she is looking sexy. Looked like she ready to put it down on her new man. She's still together with him. Not sure how far we are in the future. It could be 1 year, it could be 2 years, hell, maybe 3. We see Molly is still MIA because Issa's calling her. She's not answering. The voicemail box is full. Molly must still be going through it. So after Issa finished talking to her man, he goes in the other room getting prepared to dick her down later. We see Issa's mirror self again, saying she's more proud of herself these days, and a year has passed. And Issa still looks unsure of herself. And then we see she gets a call from Lawrence. And her mirror self is like, bitch, don't you dare! And I think I agree with mirror self. Like, Issa, let it go. You got a man now. You happy. You progressing. You growing. Don't go back. Don't go back to Lawrence. But I think the heart just wants what it wants. Her mirror self is calling her a dumb bitch and saying you need to move on. Issa lets Lauren's call go to voicemail, but she then asks her mirror self, well, how you know it's not gonna work? And her mirror self doesn't have a response. So after flipping off her mirror self, Issa goes back into the room to get digged down, and then we time jumping again, y'all. But what I love about this next time jump is this. They got Jocelyn Hernandez's song on this show. You ain't gonna be able to tell Jocelyn nothing after this episode. Do it like it's my B-Day. This show is so black, and I love it so much. Them using this song during the series finale just bumped it up a letter grade for me. Just on this song alone. I love it. And they're keeping on theme too with the happy birthday song. Such a stupid song, but it just works here. So next scene, thankfully, Molly is okay right now. And look like she grew her hair out, or this is a wig. This is a stress wig because I feel like Tiffany had the same stress wig. But we see she's at work. I don't think she's doing anything for her birthday. And then as they're on the phone, we see Issa's thriving too in her own place of business. It looked like the block has their own building now. Issa asks Molly how she's doing since her mom passed, and it looks like Molly's just taking it day by day. Totally understandable. I mean, you're never ready to lose a parent. She says that, you know, it's so strange that she was just here celebrating my birthday last year. Molly reassures Issa that she's doing okay, but it's definitely an adjustment. They then talk about how hard it's been to meet up or hang out because of, you know, family stuff, work stuff, life shit. And then Molly's like, yeah, girl, life. Because it doesn't matter how hard you plan, there's always going to be some shit. A word. A word. It is nice to see in this scene, though, that Kelly took the job proposal offered by Molly. No word on Kelly's pregnancy at all, but I'm assuming she's pregnant here. So next scene, and no time jump this time, we're with Issa, it's nighttime, and she's at her building property for the block. And it looks like she's expecting somebody. And lo and behold, it is Lawrence. Coming in looking fine. Issa called him over to give him a tour of her spot. I'm guessing in that last scene where she's just looking into the distance, she was still thinking about Lawrence. So now it's just Issa and Lawrence face to face, and I could just feel it coming at this point. She says that, you know, it took a long time to get here, and, you know, I've been doubting myself. And in the end, I realized that nobody was doubting me except for me. And it looks like in this moment, she's like, fuck everybody else. Like, what do I want? What's going to make me happy? And it looks like she's professing to Lawrence right now that she's ready to make this work. And I swear the only thing that was missing from this scene is Alicia Keys' song Unthinkable. She says she had to believe that it will work out in order for it to work out. And Lord, I can just see now everybody after this episode calling their ex. And I'm just like, nah, nigga, this ain't for everybody. This ain't for everybody. There should have been a disclaimer while she said that. This isn't for everybody. So as Lawrence asks Issa, do you think it'll work out? She tells him, I'm okay with finding out. And that's when they lean in closer and they kiss. So in this moment, it looks like Issa's chosen Lawrence. They both have no obstacles in their way with getting with each other. And they're together again. And I'm happy, you know, like as long as she wasn't with Nathan, I was fine with it. And they belong together. I mean, aside from Molly being her soulmate, Lawrence is just the one for her. This is carrying big. And yes, I believe that, you know, they're both toxic, but two toxic people, I'm guessing they just mesh. They go together. And now we're in for another time jump. Oh, it's 1 year later. So I'm thinking 3 years have passed by in 30 minutes. They went 3 years in 30 minutes. This is the fastest they've ever progressed the story. And we are at Molly's wedding to Torian. Which could have been another episode. And then we see the bridesmaids, we see all the girls, and then the ladies from the law firm too. Molly got her happy ending. Oh my God. I might cry, y'all. I might cry in this scene coming up. Molly looks beautiful. I mean, they're a beautiful couple. So I'm noticing it looks like Tiffany's pregnant again. And did Kelly have her baby yet? We want to know. We still ain't find out yet. All right, Isley Brothers. Yes, that's the music I love. I'm living for the love. I know I'm flat. I'm sorry. Oh my God, and it feels good. It feels good. Tony, Tone. I'm an 80s baby, but I grew up in the 90s. And as Issa's at the table, we see Lawrence right behind her with champagne, looking fine. The finest he's been on this show. And they're together a year later, so it's working out. Lawrence then asks Issa how she's doing, and Issa just looks like a proud friend right now, just seeing how happy Molly is in this moment. So next scene, we're just with Molly and Issa's helping her get out of her wedding dress. So then Molly takes this time to tell Issa, thank you for everything. She tells Issa, thank you for being you and loving me while I was me. Oh, it got me. I said I wouldn't cry. I said I wouldn't. She then tells Issa that she don't know where life gonna take them, but as long as she's around, she's gonna be okay. That's all I needed to hear. This reminded me of me and my friend. Oh my God. At this moment, you know that Molly is Issa's soulmate in this moment. I love their friendship. And I'm sorry for crying, y'all. Oh my God. This is the only scene that got me. I was just like, fuck. I love their fucking friendship so much, y'all. I had to pause the video right quick to get myself together. I did not mean to cry on camera. We just see in this instant like how far they've come. Full circle moment. Seeing these two black women thrive in life and in their friendship is just so nice to see. This was just such a great scene because they've come such a long way. So after that touching moment, next scene we see the LA backdrop. I'm not sure how far we time traveling, but now we're with Issa and she is thriving in her business at the block. Issa is definitely giving boss bitch realness in this red power suit. In this scene we see Issa leaving work. She gets into her fabulous car. Not sure if it's a Lexus or a BMW, but it does say well. And she's driving past all the old insecure spots we've seen this whole season. We start with the dunes, and then we see the, what's his name? But it's the Crip gangster guy from the earlier seasons. I want to know if she's going to pass Randall's Donut Shop because I feel like that was an iconic part of Insecure. If y'all recognize one of the Insecure landmarks that I haven't mentioned, let me know in the comments because I'm seeing a bunch of places that she's passing, but I don't remember specifically where they're from. Side note, I really feel like the extra 10 minutes we got to this episode was dedicated to the LA skyline. because we've seen it a lot in this episode. Oh, and then we see Issa pass We Got Y'all, and we see the girl from season 1 and 2, the white girl, she still works there. We see her passing a Best Buy, which is obviously a nod to Lawrence's first job. So Issa arrives home, and looking at her house, she done made it. She got money. And then she's greeted home with Lawrence and his son. They have a life together. And it looks like they made it work. And it's her birthday. Lawrence's son is about 3 or 4 years old. Like, we really did some time jump. So I think we've jumped 4 years all together on this finale. So they didn't let us know, but I definitely missed this when I was watching it on the plane. As Issa's applying her makeup, we see an engagement ring. Like, I totally missed that. If I didn't see that on Twitter, I would have been like, damn, I mean, we didn't even get an engagement or something. But again, like, I feel like we were robbed of so many episodes now that we're at the end, like Issa's engagement, Kelly's pregnancy, Tiffany being in Colorado, Molly, her whole wedding, the funeral with her mom. I think those would have been great episodes to be explored, but you know, at least they're wrapping everything up. So as she's looking in the mirror, she gets a phone call from Molly, and Molly is in Greece, and Molly just wanted to call and tell her happy birthday. She's enjoying her trip. She's still happy with her man, and she's saying how much they fucking, and she says, I think this nigga done broke my pussy, which is a callback to season 1 to Broken Pussy. Oh my God. Full fucking circle. I love it. And then as Issa's laughing, talking on the phone with Molly, she leaves the room. Then we hear Khaleesi's Bossy playing, and that is where the series finale ends. At first I was like, damn, they just ended this shit so abruptly. It was a happy ending, y'all. I enjoyed this finale. I will say, you know, there are some things that I did not like. Like, you know, there was so much potential for this season to, you know, be a little bit more than what it is, but I think they appeased everybody. And, you know, Issa got her happy ending, Molly got her happy ending, Kelly got her happy ending, and Tiffany, I mean, they just left her for dead. She is miserable in Denver. And maybe that's why Amanda's Instagram posts are just so weird right now. Like, she don't like nobody from the show, because they just left her character in limbo, like depressed. I don't know. Other than that, I think they wrapped the series up really well. I've been looking on Twitter to see the feedback on this episode, and I would say the majority of it is positive reviews. I would say like 80-20. And if I had to rate the finale, I would give it a B+. Like, it just had a lot of heart. It wrapped up all the main storylines, and yeah, I feel like we all got what we wanted. It wasn't a bad finale. I will say I was right. Somebody died. I knew it. I did say it was going to be a main cast member, but it wound up being Molly's mom. So I was kind of correct. So what I also realized from the ending, thanks to y'all on Twitter, is when Issa's looking in the mirror, she no longer has her mirror image of herself talking to her. And that's because I'm guessing that was her insecurity talking to her time and time again, season after season. And in this moment, finally, she's secure with herself, who she is, with the decision and the choices that she made. And I think that was a nice subtle detail to end the series with. So anywho, y'all, the comments are open. I would love to know what y'all thought about the series finale. Was it up to your expectations? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What did y'all think about the series as a whole? The series as a whole, I really do think that they could have done more. I think less of Nathan. I think there was just so many stories to explore. So that's my only disappointment. But, you know, I love these characters. I think overall the season gets a B from me. Like, it went out on a good note, a high note. And, you know, you never know. We might see spinoffs. We might get a movie. Like, I would love to see a movie with, you know, all the women married with kids or something like that. I'm down for it. But with that, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, farewell to Insecure. I mean, shout out to Issa Rae, y'all. I mean, thank you so much for Insecure, blessing us with your talent, and I can't wait to see what's next. Alrighty, bye.